Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Friday, March the 22nd. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This message may or may not be for you. We're going to talk about what's going on up in the cosmos, and then we're going to jump in with some cards. Before doing that, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like the videos, comment on the videos, and share them. It does help to circulate the videos, and it does help the channel to grow, especially if you enjoy the content I put out there. It lets me know you like what you're seeing. But let's get right into it. And so we have Mars entering into Pisces today. So the energy I feel is all about Hermit and Hierophant. So really introspection about values and ethics and morals, right? Like what do you value, right? And so with Mars transiting through Pisces, I feel this is also giving the collective like an opportunity to really reorient your work or your profession. With Mars and Pisces, I feel this is like seeking professions, online professions. We're going into the age of Aquarius, where maybe we don't have to come into direct contact with the public anymore. We can kind of step back and be in the public eye with like a step back, right? With like a detached workplace, like online work. I do feel a lot of us are shifting to working from home and online work, social media, right? It's also this energy too of Mars and Pisces of maybe being able to get what you want by delicate or indirect means. My youngest daughter is a Mars and Pisces, and she sure knows how to get what she wants from me. I also feel there's going to be like some type of an exposure when it comes to love affairs. That's possible. I know Mars and Pisces gets a bad rap for secret affairs and being a cheater. I know male Pisces energy in any major placements gets a bad rap for infidelities. There's also this strong emotional undercurrent that I felt channeling the energies this morning. And so there is also a need to address any hedonistic energy, right? I feel Mars in Pisces is a little bit hedonistic. I was shown the hedonist card from the archetype deck in my third eye. So I also feel this energy of being prone to jealousy with Mars transiting through Pisces. So I realize this is a daily read, but just be aware that we're in the 0 point energy of Mars in Pisces. And so this energy is most potent the day that it enters into Pisces. But I feel there's a lot of strong emotional undercurrents that we're going to be experiencing the next couple of days. There's going to be some strange, foolish behaviors from people. I think that's going to be likely the next couple of days. But there's also going to be a strong focus on introspection and tradition. So there's a need to look inwards. There's a need to find answers and awareness from within. And there is like this deep desire, I think, to find and maintain your own personal spiritual values and beliefs. So let's jump right into it, guys. I think we are going to use the archetype deck today since I seen that in my third eye. Ooh, we get guide and we get networker. So yeah, so this is about, you know, the World Wide Web. I feel Mars in Pisces is allowing us the opportunity to find new avenues to convey the information that we are here to share. And so we cannot be doing this just for personal gain. I know I love what I do. I don't make a whole lot of money doing this, but you know, I do still have to feed my children and pay my bills and put a roof over my head. And so right now I feel too with Saturn and Pisces, there's a lot of exposure to those that are spreading falsehoods or just not really aligned with authenticity. And so that would be the shadow side of the networker, somebody that's just out for personal material gains and they don't care. They want to spread fear. They want to spread falsehoods. And it really is about conveying truth, right? We all receive downloads. We all have truth. We all have a perceptive truth. But I do feel right now the energy is enhancing networking abilities, sharing information online, social awareness. And, you know, a lot of us are empaths, and so it's really hard to work out in the public. And so a lot of us do this work and we spend a lot of time alone, but we have the World Wide Web to be able to connect with people at any given point in time. So I feel collectively we're in this portal of a lot of guides wanting to step up. But once again, the shadow aspect of being a guide, of being a networker, is placing financial gain over your mission, over the collective, over your purpose. So we are first and foremost here to impart spiritual insight. We didn't come here to be rich, but we did come here to live a rich and fulfilling life. And so those two things are actually very different depending on where you're aligned at within your consciousness. So I do feel right now we are being asked to represent the divinity within us, the divine nature we all have from within, and to be those guides in life, not only for ourselves, but for others. So let's get right into the message today. I'm really liking the message and the energies coming through for today. So what do we got? Oh, yeah, the Exorcist. I spoke too soon. So there is a fear of facing your own inner demons, your own shadows. But in order for us to really embody the light, we do have to face our own inner demons. And so until we face our shadow and integrate our shadow self, we're really not free from destructive impulses and being tempted. And so we get the Prince energy, came out with the Student, and it is how does that saying go? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so I do feel somebody here, I feel, is learning the lesson of arrogancy. Somebody here could be arrogant and they've pursued something destructively. This could also be a pursuit of destructive knowledge to use for somebody's personal gain. But I feel there's also this unwillingness to translate the knowledge that's been learned. And so we can sit there for months and months and just learn and learn and learn and absorb and take in information. But our unwillingness to turn that knowledge into something productive or taking action towards, bringing that into the light is kind of useless knowledge, right? And so this could be due to ego, fear, arrogancy. I do feel, we really got to be mindful of self-aggrandizement in the energies, right? We're in a lot of Aries energies. And so Aries is about the self, but Aries in low vibration can be selfish. And it is the energy of war because it is Mars driven. So I do feel we maybe got somebody here learning a lesson about being a romantic charmer, hiding some feelings as well. But I feel humility. We could have somebody here freeing themselves from a romantic illusion as well. But I feel humility really is the pathway towards devotion of this lifelong journey, right? And life is a journey. We're constantly in motion, like the chakras are always in motion. And so we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing. And if we're not in a state of learning or growing, then we're in a state of stuckness and stagnancy. And so somebody here might have been a romantic charmer in the past, and maybe that gave them huge potential to have power over people. But I don't think that's working moving into these new earth energies. And so right now on the bottom of the deck, we got the visionary card, and then we get the guide. I like it. So we are here to be these great visionaries. Many of us have this capacity to envision new earth, to manifest new earth. It's not yet conceived, but we do have the ability to do that as we do the inner work one by one. And so right now there needs to be a willingness to maybe share your visions, share the wisdom that you've received, the insights that you've received, and to do this without the regard for personal gain. When I started my journey, when I started sharing on Facebook and doing the YouTube journey, it was never about financial personal gain. It was always about, I have this creation I need to bring forward. I'm being guided to share a message. And it was always about my purpose. It was always about sharing with others. It was never about personal gain. And so I do feel we are all being asked to kind of step up as these visionary leaders. That's the age of Aquarius. And so Fool, and then Teacher, and then we get the Saboteur. So we're going to leave it at that, guys. But what I feel here is we've got a new beginning, the Fool with the Teacher. So do not self-sabotage an opportunity, because whenever we're about to level up, the devil likes to induce the self-destructive behavior. It likes to trigger us. It likes to lead us astray. It likes to drag us back down into the shadow energy. And so there's like an exorcism going on, facing your demons, right? And so when you can face your own inner demons, you got nothing to be afraid of. And so I feel the energy is highlighting fear versus self-empowerment. And when we step into self-empowerment, the amazing changes that it can bring into our lives. And so when we fearlessly go into the depths of revealing all of our repressed emotions, and we go into the wound rather than masking the wound or drinking the wound away, then we can really step into being these teachers. So somebody here, I feel, has really denied some type of an emotional truth. And I think the mask is coming off. And maybe this is highlighting maybe a self-sabotaging behavior. But I feel we cannot keep manipulating people. Maybe a recognition of where you've been manipulated and abused, or maybe where you've manipulated and abused others. We've all played both roles. None of us are perfect, right? Until we come into these states of awareness, right? We all can be the bad guy in somebody's story. But I do feel this is about releasing destructive negative traits. And so there's a lot of false preachers, there's a lot of false teachers out there that manipulate students all for financial gain. So this is also a lesson, I feel, in discernment. And so the true teachers are out there. They're far and few between, but you will find them in the nooks and crevices where you least expect to find them. And they do have the ability to create the universal knowledge in an easy experience for you to have. A lot of people are mastering skills and wisdom, and so we are also both students and teachers at the same time. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and sometimes you are the teacher for your own lesson. So let's jump in with some cards now, and let's see what else needs to come through for a message today. I am going to use the Archangel Power Tarot cards today. We're going to do 9 cards, and we're going to see what needs to come through. I just peeked and saw the Sun and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's time to get rid of those Knight of Cups in reverse. It's time to release a romantic illusion. Nobody's coming to save us, right? And so many people search and search and search for this committed romantic relationship before ever committing to understanding themselves. Until you fully understand yourself, it's really hard to get on your feet within any kind of relationship. So I feel a false start. I feel the release of a situation where somebody was quite the romantic charmer, able to sweep somebody off their feet. But there's like this lack of sense of empowerment. And so I feel it's kind of time to release somebody here, is what it feels like. But let's do 9 cards, and let's get the full story, what needs to come through for a message today. Before jumping in, guys, please feel free to check out the video card above or the description box below. There's now an option to be a channel member. So if you'd like to be a member of the channel, I'd love to have you join me over there, where I go live every Thursday at noon, and we do all kinds of different subjects in chat. Sometimes it's card pulls, sometimes it's just stuff that I'm guided to talk about, to share with you. But feel free to head on over to join the channel membership. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, there is also a new webpage. So feel free to head on over there to book in a reading with me. 8 of Coins. Queen of Wands in reversed. There's some destructive energy there, right? That self-sabotaging behavior. And then we get the 7 of Coins in reverse. So yeah, this is releasing a bad investment for sure. 10 of Coins in reverse. This is definitely some type of family issue. I feel like family legacy issue. What do we get? Oh my gosh, we get the 5 of Michaels. Well, there's that saboteur energy coming through. Then we get the Knight of Cups. Yeah, we've got a Queen of Wands in reverse that doesn't know her worth and her value, is lacking determination, is lacking charm, is lacking independence, and definitely attached to some type of romantic dramatic illusion. And there's a need to bring it inwards. There's definitely a situation here that isn't serving you. So how can you release an attachment here? I do feel it's time to take that leap of faith. There's the Fool, double Fool energy. 6 of Cups. Yeah, foolish. Why are you holding on to a relationship? Do not rekindle a relationship. This will be sabotaging something. Yeah, it's time to step into your worth and your value. Yeah. So there's some deep inner child healing here for sure. You've got a connection here that's triggering some inner child wounds. I think you're angry. I think you're lashing out. I think you're at the crossroads. So there could have been some type of very combative communication recently, or it's coming. We are in the pre-retrograde energy for Mercury. So something is being illuminated about a situation with an Emperor in reverse. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And so there's a masculine here that is not stable, lacks action, lacks drive, is not in charge of their life at all whatsoever, but thinks they're in charge of everybody else's life. And so lacks ambitions, lacks plans, lacks drive. I do feel there's a delay when it comes to an ending. We could have an Emperor going through a fall from grace, receiving some bad luck, some bad karma, because there's a need to move on from a situation. I think we got somebody here pretending life is wonderful and they like to have power over people. And we got a Queen of Swords in reverse with a Queen of Wands in reverse. So we got a feminine here that, I don't know, what are you fighting for somebody here? I feel there's a need to let go of somebody. There's a need to learn how to be self-reliant. I think somebody here has received insights, but they've been ignoring them. And it would benefit somebody to really reflect. It is time to make a decision for sure with the Two of Wands. And I do feel there's a relationship here where the two of you just don't share the same vision. So how can you take action towards a new beginning? We've got a feminine here. The overall outcome is you being creatively rewarded by knowing your worth and knowing your value and releasing a stuck, stagnant situation that has likely left you in a state of depression and soul suppression. It's kind of time to be aware of your own emotions and to emotionally regulate, because there is like something here very deceptive. We've got a Queen of Cups upright with a Two of Cups. We got somebody here that has created a romantic illusion. And so there's a need to be objective here. There's like some type of toxic attachment here. And I feel you can't keep trying to put the work into something. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. You can't. You cannot keep saying, I'm going to work on this. This is perfect. We're perfect. We're good. We're good. You cannot make somebody do something they don't want to do. So that is clear, right? And so I think somebody here just wants to have control, which is creating a negative attachment. And so this is going to attract a lot of negative karma, I feel. There's a need to just let go of a situation. There's definitely a realignment going on here. And this could mean, you know, having to walk away from everything. There is a non-committal relationship here. I do feel there's a situation here that you've been trying to avoid. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have faith that if you take a leap of faith, you will be able to build new abundant resources. So do not deceive yourself. It's time to release a stuck situation. I think maybe you were dedicated on not giving up on love, but I don't feel this person is on the same page. So I feel within the next 5 weeks, there is going to be a situation leaving your life that doesn't serve you. So release the attachment. Don't worry about the outcome on the other side, and consider a new approach. Yeah, the Lover's reverse. There is a disconnect here. There's a disconnect here. There's like a deep emotional trauma bond here. Somebody has given their power away. And I do feel they've been trying to ignore a situation. The Nine of Swords came out yesterday for yesterday's message. And so somebody here has been avoiding the truth. And so this is creating even more unnecessary worry and thoughts as Mercury goes into the retrograde shadow period. And so there's a lot of feelings of regret and guilt. There's a lot of anger, and somebody here needs to release a situation. Yeah. And so get ready to gain that new perspective. There is a better way. There's a pause for reflection. I think gaining an epiphany, becoming unstuck, coming out of a period of self-reflection after receiving insights through meditation. So I think dare to break free, dare to be different. That's the Empress. She steps up, and she's a little bit different, right? She goes her own way, and she doesn't follow the crowd. She leads the crowd. So let's get a closing message here with the numerology deck. Compassion. This is definitely a lesson in your home environment. Is it really centered in the heart? 44. There's a Four of Cups here for sure. 99 and completion. So show yourself compassion. I feel crown chakra. So I think somebody has received the download when it comes to inspiring action. So what's the closing message? Healing 66. So 44, 99, and 66. Wow. There's a lot of healing here, but it will require you to maybe move to calmer waters. I do feel it's time to create domestic harmony. We are in this energy of Ace of Wands, new beginning energy leading into this Lionsgate portal. So we can't go into these new connections of spiritual partnerships and domestic harmony. That cannot be made manifest while we're clinging on to a situation we need to let go of. And so maybe financial discipline is the lesson here after all. But that's kind of what I got today for a message. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you'd like to book in with me, feel free to check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.